the record. Today we are going to be talking about the 4CC success factor. I'm sure as FBOs, you've heard the word 4CC so many times. We've had a lot of trainings about 4CC. And now we are actually moving towards, not just doing the bare minimum, because our country sales manager for Southern Africa, Coach Oni, says that, we must try and do at least 1cc more than what is, the bare minimum. So now we are preaching the gospel of 5cc, but we just want to look at what is 4cc, and then how can you structure your business in such a way that you do not miss your 4cc monthly. So I have a slide here that talks about case credit, but I think everyone in the meeting should already know what is a CC or what is a case credit. So with your permission, maybe I can skip the slide. Just confirm for me if we are all fine with skipping this one. Do we need to know what is a case credit? I'm sure everyone in this meeting already knows what is CC in Forever. I'm not seeing a message in the chat, so I'm just going to skip it. But if there's anyone who would want an explanation for that, maybe we can have a chat outside the session. All right. So 4cc, okay, I see a message. Let me just check. Yeah, let's skip. Thank you so much, my leader. So 4cc basics, okay? This is the minimum requirement of all distributors to earn their leading bonus. I remember when we were talking, when we were doing the 5 a.m. session where we spoke about how to structure your presentation, we did mention to say, you know what, when you are onboarding your new FBOs, or when you pitching to people that you would like to join, it is very important to let them know to say, yes, there are incentives, there is bonus, and there is commission, but you can only qualify for those if you are meeting your minimum requirement. So I remember when I started the business and I'm thinking, I'm now an FBO. I was like, I bought my box towards the end of the month and I'm there expecting my income, my commission, because I was told there's going to be commission. I was so super excited, only to realize that you only qualify for all these other leading bonuses and everything once you have done your 4cc. So if you are new in the business and you haven't seen your commission, just check if you have been doing the minimum target, which is the 4cc, because this is what unlocks everything in Forever. And when we are talking about 4cc, at least 1cc must be in your or under your FBO ID or under your FBO number. And then the rest can be from retailing to customers or to new FBOs. So let's make an example. Heather joins now. She joined in May, and now we are in June. Heather recruits 2 people. They come in with 2cc, 2cc. So she's going to be so excited, and then she's going to tell herself that she has done 4cc. But is the system going to recognize her as 4cc active? Definitely not, because even though she has done 4cc, for it to be counted as active, you have to at least do 1cc under your personal. So even if you recruit 10 people in the month, you still have to do at least 1cc under your personal name for you to be counted as active. So I've had a lot of people so confused, like, but my leader, I had 3 people, they came in with 2cc each, so that was 6cc, but it's not showing that I'm 4cc active in the system. That is because at least 1cc must come from your personal FBO number. And all committed FBOs should be doing their 4cc, whatever level they are on, okay, in the marketing plan. So that is just the basics of 4cc. It's our success factor in Forever. If you've gone through the first steps to manager and you've seen the plan of how to move up, you realize that it's actually so much easier to succeed in Forever if you and your team understand doing 4cc. Because if you are an assistant supervisor in the meeting and you are looking at moving to supervisor, if you can get at least 3 people in your team, and then you are the 4th person, and you all manage to do your 4cc basics in the month, in 1 month, that means you already have 16 case credits in that month. So mastering 4 case credits is very, very important, especially if you want to move up and if you want to qualify for the company incentives, because 4 people in a team doing their 4 case credits is 16 case credits in 1 month. In the next month, if you do another 16, that's already 32, and you have qualified to move up to supervisor level. So it is so much easier to achieve what you want in Forever once you master 4cc. But the challenge that we have, like what leader Gwen was talking to us about the other day, we leave it until the last minute, and then it becomes this big mountain that is so hard to achieve. And then we feel like, yo, it's so difficult to move up or to achieve any of these incentives. So how do you do your 4cc? There are so many ways of doing your 4cc. You can do it through retailing products with 4cc. So you can sell products to the value of 4 case credits. And to do this, this is what Coach Gwen was teaching us the other week, to say if you want to be 4cc active through retailing, then this is a goal that you need to do weekly, which means now we are in the first week of June. Already, probably you would have bought yourself a box of tooth gels. I know a box of tooth gels gives you about 1 point something cc. So you buy yourself a box of tooth gels on the 1st of June. Well, the center only opened yesterday. So you bought yourself a box of tooth gels yesterday. And this week you are focused on selling all these 36 tooth gels. It can be any product. I'm just using the tooth gels as an example because they are easy to retail, easy to move. You buy yourself a box of tooth gels this week. This week, your target is I'm going to sell 36 tooth gels. When you sell your 36 tooth gels by the end of the week, next week you are buying another box of tooth gels or shield or whatever your main product focus is. If you are focused on Clean 9, it means you are targeting to sell 2 Clean 9 boxes a week. So you go at the beginning of the month, you buy 2 boxes. First week, you focus on selling those 2 boxes. The money that you get, you go and restock. So if you want to do 4cc through retailing, you cannot wait until the end of the month. Then you go buy stock of 13,000 so that I just need to close my 4cc. That's not how it works. It's done weekly. It makes it so much easier because when you take out 3.5 to buy that box of Tujo or to buy whatever product it is you want to focus on, 4cc becomes 3.5. It's no longer 13,000 because this 3.5, I'm going to recycle it every week for the rest of the year to give me my 4cc retail rather than every month I'm borrowing from my salary and everything to buy stock so that I close 4cc. So that is people who are working with 4cc through retailing. You can also do your 4cc by sponsoring. Maybe you sponsor one person, you do 2cc retail, or you sponsor two people that are coming in with 1cc. You know, there are so many ways of doing your 4cc. What I would recommend is for you to find a balance between retailing and recruiting, because it's okay to do your 4cc from retailing. You are going to get your commission, but sometimes it also limits your growth in the business if you just focus on retailing only. So you have to find a balance between retailing and also recruiting. So what our coach was telling us the other week is that, you know, your 4cc is your responsibility. Learn to retail 4cc on your own, because another challenge that we have, what happens, I'm going to say, okay, this month I have two people that have promised to join. So for me to be to be recognized as 4cc active, I'm just going to do my 1cc pass now, and then the other 2cc is going to come from these new people. And what happens at the end, towards the end of the month, they start coming up with stories of why they can't join, why they want to join next month. They have used the money. A whole lot of stories come up, and you find yourself in a position where you were so relaxed throughout the month, and now the month is almost over and these people have let you down. So never put the responsibility of your 4cc on another person. Make sure that as an FBO, you are able to do your 4cc from retailing. Then you are also recruiting, you are also talking to people. If they join, that is extra on top of your 4cc, because if they cancel last minute, you know you are still okay because you've been doing your 4cc weekly. So let us not plan with promises. I think we did watch a video by Barry Mitchell where he was saying that a sale is closed when the money is in the bank. So if the person has not already bought the combo, we do not relax. We know that I have a responsibility to do my 4cc. I'm going to do it weekly. Yes, I'm recruiting. I'm talking to people. If they do come through, it's going to be extra on top of my personal 4cc. It's also good when you learn to do your own 4cc, because when people join your team, when you start building your team, you are able to show them what to do for them to achieve 4cc. But if you are someone who personally you can't do your own 4cc, you can't retail or move products, because remember, our business is about the movement of products. If you yourself can't do that, how are you going to be teaching the people that are coming in to join your team to do their own 4cc? You will end up so frustrated to be like, no, my team doesn't work. They don't know how to do their 4cc. They are not doing anything. They are not active, but they learn from what you are doing. If you are someone who is like last minute, you want to go around looking for money to stock all these products to do your 4cc, that is the culture that you are also going to teach to people who are coming into the business. But if you are someone who knows that I do my 4cc weekly, I'm going to buy these products, I move them every week, that's exactly what you will teach your team, and that's exactly what they will learn to do and also teach their team. So learn to be 4cc active without relying on recruiting or sponsoring or people that said I would join next month. Learn to do your 4cc through retailing. Let the recruiting CCs come in as extra on top of your 4cc. I hope I am making sense and I'm adding value to someone. Okay, so that's how we do our 4CC. We do our 4CC through retailing and also recruiting. If you have done 4CC through recruiting, make sure you also do your personal 1CC to ensure that the system counts you as active, because without 1CC personal, you are not going to be 4CC active. So this is the triangle for 4CC success triangle. If you want to be successful with the first with your 4CC, you need to learn to use the products. This is something that we are told, we even tell potential business partners when we do the business presentation to say, learn to use the product. Learn, because when you're counting your 4CC, part of it is going to be personal use. I will share a slide towards the end in terms of the products that, I use, the products that I retail, and my targets for sponsoring. Though I don't always rely on the targets for sponsoring, because people promise and then they cancel on you last minute. But the success factor is you are using the product, you are retailing, or you are sharing the products with other people, and you are also sponsoring people. I've already explained this, I think, on the previous slide. And what activities do you need to do in order to be 4CC active? I think by now we already know all these activities. Number one is touch your business daily. Touch your business daily, especially if you are doing this full time. You cannot afford to have a day where you decide, no, this week I'm just going to be sleeping. I don't want to get out of the house. It's cold. It's what? Touch your business daily. Whether you have done it by going out there and being in physical contact with people, or you have done it through social media, but make sure that every day you have an activity that you are doing towards the growth of your business. So we have had a lot of training from Leader Lucky, Leader Yolandi, in terms of online marketing, in terms of social media platforms that we can use. If you feel like today it's raining, okay, for me, because I have a chronic heart condition, sometimes when the weather is very, very bad, I cannot go outside because it worsens, my condition. But that doesn't mean that I'm just going to sit at home and sleep and just listen to or watch movies or whatever the case might be. I then use social media. If I can't be out there talking to people doing product launches, if I need to be inside the house, then let's organize Zoom meetings. Let me make more calls than I normally do a day because I'm at home and I'm sitting. So make sure every single day you are touching your business. If you're someone who is doing forever part-time, always allocate an hour or two just to touch your business, even if it's social media. If you're using public transport, on your way to work, have your bag with maybe tooth gels, those clear bags that FBOs have with tooth gels while you are in the queue at the taxi rank. That is touching your business. You are showing the people that you're standing with the products, you are speaking with the taxi drivers, whatever the case might be. But make sure you allocate at least an hour or two a day to touch your business. And I like the power hour because that is an hour that you can actually log in, follow the activities of the power hour session, and you are already touching your business for that day, especially if you're someone who's fully employed. You can use your lunch break to join the power hour and do those activities. Very powerful activities. So touching your business daily would also work hand in hand with another lesson that we had of time management, especially if you are working full time. You have to, structure your time in such a way that okay, this is the time I'm allocating 1 hour at this time to touch my business. Then do business presentations and trainings. Business presentations, they can be on Zoom, it can be coffee meetings, it can be, the big presentations that we have at the product center, Pretoria, Inani hotels, Boxberg. There are a lot of presentations that are happening in SA, in Namibia. All of those presentations, make sure that you are attending. And if you can't attend, it doesn't mean that you don't invite. You can still invite your guests to attend. Like Leader Lucky was showing us that he invites people to attend SA presentations, even though he's in Namibia. So don't let that thing of I won't be there discourage you from inviting guests to the business presentations, because they can still attend. At the end of the presentation, they are told to come back to you who has invited them. So if there is a business presentation, whether it's in your area or not, if you can, market the presentation, invite people that you know that are in that area. Attend company trainings as well. That helps you. So the Power Hour, the Zoom trainings, the Rise Up, all of those trainings, make sure you are attending them, but also do trainings for your team. Part of orientation for your team is training them on what they need to do and how they need to do it. So trainings apply both ways. You yourself are attending trainings, but you are also training your downlines as well, showing them the way, showing them what needs to be done. How do we retail? What do they need to do? How do they get to 4CC? All of that is part of the activities that you need to do. One-on-one presentations, I think we've spoken about these before, and these are very effective because you get to connect with your prospect. So on a day where you have time, meet with them for coffee. It doesn't have to be something that is fancy. Coffee is not expensive. I'm sure you can find a place where you can buy coffee for like 30 rand or 30 Namibian dollars or whatever. You sit with your prospect, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, you do a one-to-one, you get to connect, you show them the business. Make sure you're also doing product launches for yourself and also for your new team members, because when they join, they don't know anything. They also want to learn, and by doing a launch for them, they get to learn the products as you are explaining them, but you also help them to break the market, because you are speaking to the people in their area and educating about the products, which makes it easier for them to then be able to retail the products. So every person who has started their business needs to be doing product launches, so that people come in, they learn about the products, because product launches are more about educating people on the products that we have. If you have testers, you are getting them to sample some of the products. Sometimes you can have a product launch, no one buys today, but probably next week you start getting orders. So this is not something that you just do once when you start the business. Try and at least have at least one product launch once every month if you can. And then lastly, another activity that you can do is contact marketing, which means you have your flyers or your business cards and your notebook. I always emphasize having the notebook and the pen, so that when you're out there meeting people, yes, you're going to give them your business card, but also take down their number, because some people will take your flyer and just throw it in the bin. So it's important, if you can, also get their number, so that you also have a way to contact them. So contact marketing is all about just going out there, meeting people, introducing yourself, getting, their contact, and maybe giving them your flyers as well. That helps you to build your network, build your contact list. From those contacts, you can then develop customers, or you can develop prospects. So that is another powerful activity that you can do. Oh, we are running out of time. All right. I think maybe I will make this the last slide, and then we can look at the other 3 tomorrow. So why 4cc? Do I need to explain this? I think I've already explained why we need to do our 4cc. It helps us to progress in the marketing plan. Also, your profit. You are making a lot of retail profit if you are 4cc active, because it means you are moving a lot of products. Company recognition, so you get to go up on the stage on success day and get that pin. There are bonuses and incentives that you're also going to qualify for. I think I won't explain this in detail because we did touch it on the first slide. So be disciplined about 4cc. Make this your monthly goal. Make sure you're also actively recruiting. Find new customers and you are using the product. If you want to move from being ordinary to extraordinary and achieve extraordinary results, you should be 4cc active. This one is self-explanatory. Yes, this is the one that I wanted to show you. So this is how I plan my 4cc. So this is me under you. I don't know if you can see my cursor. This is me, and these are the activities that I need to do that add up to 4cc. So let's look at them. Product launches, I'm looking at one-on-ones or house to house, or even at church, after service. Last month we had Mother's Day. You can do some small packs of the tea, give out to mothers with the flyer and everything for them to go try out with friends at the mall, on social media, social media that is like posting on Facebook, Instagram, on your product pages. So target is at least 2cc coming from these product launches, these one-on-one sessions about the products. Then potential recruits, I'll be having every month, I have a list of at least 5 serious people. And from those 5, I just target 2cc because I know people and I know they will disappoint me. Some will say they will join and they won't. But if I have at least 5 that have said they are serious about joining, I can at least, plan to get maybe 1 person who's joining as a full member, or 2 people that join with at least 1cc from the list of 5 people. Then my main products that I focus on is F15 and Clean 9. So I will have a list of my F15 clients. These are people that have done the C9 in the previous month, and I then want to recommend them to take the F15, depending, of course, on their weight goals. So your Clean 9 customer, don't just sell them Clean 9 and run away. Sell them Clean 9, help them to do it right so that they lose weight, and then you recommend F15. You are like, if you want to, lose more weight, we also have F15 that you can take. So all my Clean 9 customers, I try to convert them to F15 as well. So I will, if I have 5 people in the previous month, I target at least 1 person that is going to purchase F15 in the current month. So I know that is like 0.5cc. Then I buy product samples or testers. Of course, we don't have samples like anymore, but what I can do, I buy products that I know that people would love to taste. When we had the aloe peaches, I would buy aloe peaches or mango. Now I buy the minis, the 12 pack, but I buy them with the intention of like, maybe I'm going to mostly use like 30 or 40% of it. When I do my product launches, I get people to try out the aloe vera gel, to do the demo of the iodine tincture. So there are products that you can buy specifically to use as testers for the presentations or your product launches. I always have one Forever Kids that is open. If I have prospects or prospective clients that have come with their kids, I get their kids to take the Forever Kids because they will like it, and then they are going to cry for it and the parents are going to order it. So they are products that I purchase specifically for people to sample. Heat lotion, especially now in winter, I get them to rub it on their chest or on their neck and whatever, so that they get a feel of the product. So from those products, I know that is already like a 0.4 cc from my samples and my testers. And then I have personal use products. The Forever Freedom, I buy it for my mom. And the Forever Move, the tooth gel, everyone needs tooth gel. The Absorbent C, I take it for myself. Chewables, uh, I've put it under personal use, but it's not really a personal use because normally I use it that side. Then the Vitalize for women, I do buy it. The Immune Blend Heat Lotion, I buy it for myself. All of that. So I have personal use products that I use because we are supposed to be using the products. And because my main product that I retail is C9, I target at least 4 people that are purchasing C9 in a month. And out of those 4, I tell myself 50% of them are actually going to go forward with the sale. I see we have less than 1 minute left, so I'm going to end here. But if you look at this plan, if you add it up, it probably gives you about 6 cc. That is because on my potential recruits there, I don't count on them for my 4 cc. If they do come in the business, it becomes extra. I think we'll just close it off tomorrow in tomorrow's session. I hope you were able to get value from today's session. Thank you so much for waking up. I know it's cold, so I know it's a sacrifice for you to wake up and join the 5 a.m. session. I wish you all a very productive day, and you are welcome to exit the meeting.